Hello, everyone. Welcome to the free webinar series for the Occupational English Test. This is our first free webinar we are holding for our Occupational English Test students, and this will definitely help you to get a broader insight into what our course has to offer you. Firstly, let me introduce myself. I am Dr. Iman Hanif. I am the Managing Director of the Soft Skills MD program, and I have extensive experience in sending students to Canada, US, UK, and various countries. We also help in placements. Firstly, we help to clear the occupational English test, and then further on, we help you in placing. So, I, Dr. Iman Hanif, I'm a certified TESOL English trainer since the past 9 years. I've been teaching English for various exams like IELTS, OET, CELPIP, the Pearson's test in English, as well as I'm a advanced spoken English teacher. I help in American accent training, as well as I am also teaching hospital administration for dentists and doctors and nurses. Yeah. Um, Now, where does the occupational English test hold value? You can take up this test if you're going to US, UK, New Zealand, Australia, Dubai, or Singapore. If you're one of these professions, you can take up the occupational English test before you apply for your job or for your study visa. So, are you one of these? Are you a dentist? Are you studying for medicine, nursing, optometry, dietetics, occupational therapy? Or are you into radiology, physiotherapy, veterinary science, pet pathologist, or be it pediatrics? You are supposed to take the occupational English test before you fly abroad. There are also other features to this course, which I'll be talking about in the upcoming slides. So, what exactly does the occupational English test constitute of? It has got the reading, writing, listening, and speaking modules, which you will have to clear with B plus or a B score, and that is about 350 marks in each module. Yes. And the soft skill MD definitely helps you to crack this exam with a very good score because we have uh, trainers with hands-on experience who have been working in clinics and they are training you for this. So, what is the total time taken for the test? The total time taken for the test for listening test is 50 minutes. I will be getting into each section in the upcoming slides. Listening is for 50 minutes, reading is for 1 hour, writing is for 45 minutes, and speaking is for 20 minutes. The speaking session is the only section that happens in a different venue, and you will be assessed for your speaking. They will be recording your voice, and marks will be given on the spot. Applicants who are having 350 above marks in each subtest are eligible to go abroad. Yes. Now, what exactly you know is the grading system? They have divided it into low, moderate, good, high, and very high in order to be eligible for in order to be eligible for the upcoming visa process. You are supposed to score at least a grade B, that is high, that is 350 marks and above, as I said earlier, right? So, what is the occupational English test listening constitute? Listening constitutes of a question paper wherein you will be given multiple choice questions and match the following, or various kinds of questions like summary completion, sentence completion, table, or a flow chart. Okay, it's all about your English skills, so there is nothing to worry. We will be training you pin to piano in this. The audios in listening will be in American accent or the Australian accent, wherein you will be receiving the training on day one when you join our course. What are the types of listening? The listening test could be a conversation between a doctor and a nurse, or a nurse and a patient. You can write in running letters or in capital letters for the examiner to understand your handwriting. And what exactly does it have? It has part A, B, and C. You will have to answer 42 questions after listening to the various audios. In part A, you will be listening to a consultation, an extract of a consultation between a doctor and a patient. It will be a specific scenario, so the questions also will be related to that scenario. This part will assess the ability of the candidate to identify specific information during consultation, right? So the part A will have two recordings between a health professional or where an patient consultation is going on, and the answers have to be answered in a sequential manner. Part B constitute of six different scenarios or six different recordings, wherein you will be having a dialogue or a monologue. Dialogue is when two people are talking. You will have to listen to it and you will have to fill out take the right answer. Or else you will have to listen to a monologue, a single person talking, and you will have to take on the right answer. Most of them are multiple choice questions, so we will help you to understand in the course how to eliminate the wrong answers and come to the right answer, right? And then coming to part C, it is likely that you will receive two long uh, presentations. You will have to first read the questions and then you will have to listen to the audio. This is mostly a lecture. You'll have to listen to the audio and you'll have to answer the questions. There will be two different extracts and you will answer six multiple choice questions from the extracts. Next, what does the reading module have? The reading module has three parts: part A, B, and C. Part A will assess your ability to locate specific information from four short texts. Okay, so basically in English exams, the sentences are always paraphrased. The questions are in one format and then the passage is in another format. You will have to understand the meaning and you will have to find the gist of the passage and you will have to choose the correct answers. Okay, you have four short texts related to each single healthcare topic. You will have 20, you'll have to answer 20 questions over here. Now, you will have match the following, or you will have sentence completion or short answer type questions. Okay. Next, the reading module, part B constitutes of reading passages and understanding the gist and answering six short texts from healthcare workplace. The text might be picked up from some policies or some documents, hospital guidelines, manuals, or some kind of internal communication that has happened in emails or memos. These are the kind of reading text that you have in part B. And the total time taken for part B should be 45 minutes, nothing more than that. That also constitutes of part C. This will assist the ability to identify detailed meaning and opinion in two texts on topics of healthcare professionals. Each text you must answer four options, multiple choice questions. In the course, the trainer sits with you and discusses each and every uh, paragraph, and we help you to find the right answers. We help you to crack the OET practicing with the trainer. So it's always beneficial to join this course. Next, what does the writing module constitute of? The writing module by far is considered as the most difficult module of the occupational English test, because you will be given a question that can be a referral letter, or that can be write a transfer letter or a discharge letter from a hospital, and there may be a lot of irrelevant information that is given in the question, which you will have to learn to eliminate, and you're supposed to curate only the useful information and come up with a very good medical letter. So all this will be taught during the course. um, Most of the time, the letters are taken from some real life scenario. So you will be definitely taken through various examples. I will be giving you letters from various scenarios, and we will be practicing together the letter writing. And we will be also having a detailed feedback after the mock test. You will have 4 mock tests during this course, and you will be getting a detailed feedback from me. The writing module helps you to understand the actual purpose of writing the letter, how to design the content, the genre and style, organization and layout, as well as how to correct your language. That includes the grammar, vocabulary, spelling, and punctuation. So, moving on to the speaking module, there are 2 types of tasks over here. You get 2 role play cards wherein you get warm up questions. Okay, you get 3 minutes, 2 to 4 minutes to prepare, and you will get 5 minutes to talk. So during this, you're supposed to create a pathway. You're supposed to create a good conversation, and you're supposed to plan it and then present it to the examiner. The examiner will be acting as a patient. So there shouldn't be any gap in communication between the physician and the patient, or the nurse and the patient. The role play could be either one of them. Well, there are no breaks as such in the speaking test. It happens one after the other. However, since during the course in our course in soft skills MD, we teach you how to stay consistent and present in the moment, not to get nervous, because you will be having umpteen and number of role plays to practice with us. Yes, the description of the role play card constitutes of the setting, the background information, and the tasks. So we'll be teaching you how to use this information in the role play card and get into the situation, speak like it is a natural scenario, and you will be able to excel in speaking, because it is not going to be very difficult for me to take you through this, as I have taught more than 500 plus students the occupational English test, and they have cleared with very good scores, about 350. Some of them have even scored 370. And they are successfully practicing in UK and Canada. So, what does a setting in the role play card mean? The setting in the role play card is where the conversation takes place. It can be a hospital scenario, it can be a community healthcare, it can be a school, clinic, etc. What does the background information have? It is the brief description of the scenario. All right, so I shall be taking you through once you join the course, and you will definitely feel very confident to give the exam. You have tasks during the course where we will be having enough of exposure to various kinds of situations, various kinds of scenarios. All right, so coming to the end of the session, these are the scores that are required for each country for nurses, doctors, and dentists to actually apply for the visa. Most of the time, my students do get a B in their exams, and they are very happy with the results. So, do join our course. There are other perks to the course. I provide interview training for nurses to get hired abroad, and pin to piano, I provide them support till their paperwork is completed. If they have some letter writing or the SOPs that they have to provide to their recruiters, everything will be taken care of during your journey with me. So that is about the occupational English test.